Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today is going to be, well, another part of Road to Rank 1, hopefully the last part, win or lose. Now if this is being recorded immediately after the previous part, where I played the Island Defense deck, the Island Defense German-Japan discard, I've now made my version of German-Soviet Pincer just because there's so many greedy control decks on ladder right now. Let's try to punish them. And also, in the meantime, get some experience on one of the new decks of the expansion. So this is the list that I came up with. You have 3 war production to cheat out credits early. That's the only orders in the deck. You can generate orders with Hankel, obviously. I also have 2 Geburgs Pioneers for additional credit cheat. And then I have all of the Pincer payoffs, including 2 Katyushas, which you might think is kind of weird at first, but it combos really well with 101st. And with the 5th Panzer Grenadiers, there's a lot of ways to just buff the stats of your units once on board. So having a unit with Blitz that isn't terrible is going to be pretty good. So yeah, I'm currently at 2888, and let's get into the games.
What a performance there by J King.
J King, full plot armor.
J King is pushing himself into the ranks of the legend.
J King is our world champion! J King 7! What? The back-to-back Cards world champion!
Alright, Japan. So keeping a war production seems good. I don't know what I'm trying to war production out, though. Full mulliganing and keeping war production seems like a really good way to get a second war production. So maybe I keep 35T. It's a decent number of infantry. I think we hold on to it for a turn. I guess I could have gotten out the 101st, just to have a big infantry guy. Okay, well now there's just nothing really to use the credits on. Okay, so it's Jagro. So I got war production out a 101st 35T. That way I have a 2-4 on the board. It does have to be in that order, though, which is not great. However, it means I can try to do like an MEBF play next turn, or maybe a 5 Panzer Grenadiers play, or even a Martyr play, to be completely honest. All of those sound decent, especially if he pushes up a 1-1. Draw last. Okay, so this leaves us on 1 credit, but we also got to draw. This leaves us on 0 credits, we got to draw. Probably go with this play. Maybe I should have mulliganed harder for Astrakhan in the opener. He's gonna Juggernaut trade with the plane. He's gonna do Juggernaut go face. Okay. Just gonna get a card draw. Hopefully there's no Shanana. Not having to play around Desperate, though, is already just like a huge weight off my back. I probably want to get the Martyr down. So we're getting the card draw rolling now. We're still very vulnerable to like a Shenano or a bombing raid. Another Mito, don't really care. Does he have 35T? No. So I think I just accepted this as getting discarded. And do this. 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 And this. Okay. That gives us a ton of stats on board. Got some draws, remove his board. I mean, we still don't have Astrakhan, but we have like a huge board now. 3-4, there's an Astrakhan. Another Mito. Which does he take out, though? This draws us again. So he breaks down all the pincer effects and does a bunch of burn. So this just attacks and survives, so this can go phase. If my understanding is correct, and okay. Okay, we're getting this out. This is going to the front line. I can do something like this. And I believe this should allow me to go phase. Maybe I want to kill this, though. It does slow me down just a little bit. Getting a little concerned by my health total. Especially if Akita manages to go face in this situation. Alright. Well, that suggests he doesn't have Shiden in hand, which is very good. Okay, that's his third bicycle. Okay. So this is the one with the extra pincer effect. However, I want to get pincer on that. And pincer on this. I believe this is the most damage efficient way. I have, and I'm leaving the AA gun on board just to limit his draws. I'm dead to Shiden if I kill it, I'm dead to Shiden if I don't kill it. I guess I'm dead to, like, Frontal Assault. Like the +3 attack card. It's gonna come down to an Akita 1 in however much that is. Thank goodness. I didn't even want to have to do the math. That would have been a 1 in 8. I mean, hey, we've lost 1 in 8 today, so, it would not have been the first time. Hit him with the well played. Man, that was confusing, to say the least. Yeah, I did notice ending out the game there was a little difficult. 2901. Wait, sorry, 2891, which means that was a +3. Could I not get +3s? Maybe. Alright, well, let's queue up into the next game. Alright, we got Bezio. He's top 10, or was very recently top 10 at the very least. So this is going to be a high point game. Oh boy. So Caddy is the clear payoff for a war production. Fifth Panzer Grenadiers feels like it would be good. So if our turn 1 is Caddy Jaeger, and then our turn 2 is something else, and then our turn 3 is Panzer 5th Grenadiers. Maybe I mulligan like this for Astrakhan, because again, Astrakhan is Astrakhan. I'm just worried that I'm gonna somehow end up with another. So this is happening for sure. And I think we just have to go for the original plan. Okay, the low roll there is actually critically bad. Okay, let's just do this. We can clear Albacore. And with no Empire Strikes in deck, it means basically the entire way we try to win this game is just build a board. Oh, do we do it? Oh, do we do it? I could just play Geberg's Pioneer, push, go face. This sort of baits out the trade. I could also just trade here. Like, I'm in absolutely no pressure to keep Geberg's Pioneer on board. And honestly, this is just the responsible thing to do. Airsup, but on which one? Airsup the support line. Interesting. Okay, let's just get him for 4. This is probably, like, the best card in the deck. Oh, well, okay, I mean, like, Astrakhan is the best card in the deck, but, like, the 101st is secretly cracked. Because it's similar as the Hellcat Elite in US, where you actually get the buff. Oh, that's bad. Well, we can clear it. Okay, so it is Japan. Now the question is, does he run carpets? Does he run just more units? Heresy. Interesting. Cass. Interesting. Hopefully we draw a pincer unit. That is not the pincer unit I was hoping to draw. Could just do 22nd Astrakhan, push, then trade and kill Heresy. Gets, like, hard blown out by Kuiper bombing, but I mean, it's kind of hard to not get blown out by Kuiper bombing in this position, so let's just try to keep the pressure on him. Lend-Lease. Okay, so this is our opportunity in the game. We just need to draw a pincer card, please. That is not pincer. Well, let's just buff the guy. We don't actually get any immediate value out of that. And okay, we get the roll so we can clear the board. Nakshub, not a good card at this point in the game. Not a terrible card, but again, I just really could use some pincer, because this card gets better with other pincer, this card gets better with other pincer. It's gonna have albacore type 94. Yep. Okay, but that does mean these guys stick. Or he's gonna have airsup. And third cast. Second airsup, third cast. It's very, very bad. We can take out one of these. Well, yeah, there's the other pincer card. A little late. Okay. Now this could start to be a bit of a combo, because we have a lot of units on board, and hopefully, again, hopefully it doesn't run carpet bombings, because carpet bombing would be pretty good here. We still have 2 martyrs. Oh, under fire! Okay, I guess that's a card I should be playing around now. He can clear the front line. That's actually really annoying. Okay. Well, he discards a card and then he's forced to trade, and then we make a huge Ostracon, I guess. Well, discards a dead Ultra. And top decks Convoy. Are you kidding me, Bezia? If he draws into a way to keep this 4-1 alive, I think the game's over. Like Airsup, Albacore are kind of the 2 cards. Sexton works. Are you kidding me, Bezia? This is actually bullshit. Okay. There's not really any comeback potential in the deck. Like, there's nothing that kills Swordfish. Yep, the 101st drawn last turn would have let me take out the 4-1 with Nakshub. Dude, this is just like absolutely atrocious draw versus God draw. I don't even think his deck is that good. Like, I think Britain Japan area has the possibility of being really strong. I don't think Under Fire is the way to do it. I don't think Finest Hour is the way to do it. Yeah, that's just lethal. Yeah, this was complete garbage. I mean, it's a disfavored matchup. I have to keep that in mind, but absolute garbage is that game. Yeah, maybe I should just stop playing at this point. Minus 15. Well, I'll think about it. And yeah, I suppose if the video is any longer, then you will see that I come back to this. Alright, I've thought it over, and we're definitely stopping on another loss, but we're going to play some frontline. Because the reason I hadn't been playing frontline is because, one, I'd seen a lot of other people running into self-damage, and two, I'd seen a lot of people running into pincer decks, and just decks with like the 4-3 ambush in the frontline guy. You know, just decks that absolutely destroy frontline. However, what I have seen today is super heavy control and air, which, you know, is pretty weak to frontline. So, yeah, we're playing some frontline. On a loss, I will just stop. Like, if we lose the first game, I will just stop. And call it a season. Accept a defeat. Okay. Okay, we got the good. I suppose I should be playing around like Under Fire and Suisse. I've heard there's a decent amount of pin on ladder. Okay. I mean, surely I just do this, right? I don't want to just single push 99th because of, he's probably going to naval power me. Okay. While he's thinking, which is probably good, I don't really know what he would do to sort of blow me out here anyways. Trade Crusader before anything else. Pass. What? What is your hand where that is the play? I'm like kind of scared of like decisive defense or some nonsense. Like surely it's just like ultra or he has a dead hand so he passed. But like, I don't know. Should I be what? What should I be playing around? Okay. Pretty happy there's no evasive action. This might be pin. This might not actually be commanders. This might just be pin, like credit denial pin kind of Britain Japan deck. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. Honestly, we can do it here. Seems pretty good, especially considering he might have Ultra in hand. Keeping this unit alive as long as possible is good. I still don't really need to Sherman. Okay. I'm like really tempted to just double 99th on the Greyhound. So tempted, in fact. That's just what I'm gonna do. Because he still needs like a monsoon second supply shortage to clear this. And if that happens, I might just Hellcat him in the head. Well, maybe not, because of island defense. Is he really gonna have it? He's gonna have it with Pioneer. Okay, buddy. Oh, he doesn't. He only has the single. Now, this still dies, but... So now for the foreseeable future, at the very least, he has to play around Blitzkrieg. Like, it's possible he had supply shortage in hand and just, like, agreed on it. If he did, he's kind of bad, but it's possible. Um. Now, this Pioneer being down is really bad, but there's not a great way to clear it at the moment. Just gonna slam the redeployment with no honey. That's quite good for us. So his main win con is Commonwealth, and most of the cards, like the credit denial, the pin, the supply shortage, they're really annoying. Incredibly annoying. But at the end of the day, I could dive bomb and Hellcat that. I think I will do that. At the end of the day, all of those cards, like the credit denial and stuff, is just stall to win with Commonwealth. So as long as I keep their health total down, don't let them heal too much on honeys. Okay, he still needs a way of dealing 1 damage to this. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Like we mentioned, really the thing you need to stop them from doing is healing. So we're actually gonna kill the honey rather than going face, rather than killing the Black Watch. Like I obviously could have traded Pathfinders to the Black Watch. Yeah, Rough Lightning we overdraw. That's fine. He plays the Black Watch. Overdrawing Strap Bombing, that would have been very nice to have in hand. We don't have an easy way to kill Black Watch this turn. Does this guy run Carpet Bombing? Probably not with Monsoon Rot's supply shortage, I'm going to assume. So sticking out Devils in the front line's probably really annoying for him. And we've seen Avery, we haven't seen HMC, so there's no worry of second Avery. We do have to worry about, like, just losing too much value to, like, second Monsoon Rot, third supply shortage, or some garbage like that. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. We'll see if we can stick this. Take out Black Watch. Go face. Leaves the Crusader on board. We haven't seen, like, we've seen them struggle to draw with Crusader already. And he does now have to deal with Pathfinders. Convoy. It's kind of fine. So we'll probably have, what, another Raff, another Honey, another Black Watch. This is starting to get a little concerning. Yeah, he'll also have, like, Wellington. Maybe Mosquito, maybe Lancaster. Maybe, like, Dragon Slayer, honestly. And this is starting to get a little concerning. Taurus, okay. Because of... that guy done goofed. Okay. Something gets retreated. Hopefully it's not the Wellington. Really? Really? Okay. So we can do 4, 6. We can do 9 on the Blitzkrieg. That seems like it's kind of worth it. Alright, knowing he has Tauras, I think we trade the Devils. It'll be interesting to see if this guy runs island defense. Like, I could see running like a 1-of, just in case you get kind of low. But it doesn't have a ton of synergy with Commonwealth. Sincerely yours, Observer Corps. Is he going to Observer Corps Commonwealth or Wellington? Or potentially a Lancaster. Okay, another Black Watch. Observer Corps and Sexton. Now, when we see what this retreats, it retreats the Black Watch. Okay. This is probably the best dive bombing value I'm going to get this game. Did I miss lethal? No. I was 1 off lethal. Okay. So he's down Sexton, Raff, Blackwatch, Lancaster. He has a Wellington in hand, second Blackwatch in hand. Probably second Raff in deck. Is he out of honeys? He might be out of honeys, I forget. At the very least, he's not going to be able to heal off of honey too much more. Monty. Okay, we have another we can do it in deck. We can do, like, Sherman, Blitzkrieg, we can do it. I think that guy might have forgotten about the Whirlwind. It's possible. Pathfinders should trigger again. It does not. Interesting. However, we can also just Stars and Stripes him now because of that, which is kind of funny. Now, the worry with this pin deck is, like, at any point they can do, like, Fortification, 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 Monty. And, like, the odds are that they're above 9 health. Especially with Observer Corps Pioneer, like, it is possible that... It is, I think, technically possible I could die this turn. Not die, but I could get Commonwealth this turn, I think. We're reaching the point of the game, though, where he's going to start getting fatigued, and this guy's forgetting about Whirlwind again. So these both die. Just take out this. I have 7 cards in deck. Yeah, I'll draw. Take out this. So he should now essentially be out of units. He might have a Lancaster. And he Observer Cored this, so he doesn't have any particularly cheaper Commonwealth in hand. Okay, there's the Lancaster. Alright. I don't even think I'd go for an Ultra Trigger. I think I just simply clear the board like so and pass. So he has 5 cards in deck, one's a Commonwealth. It's still possible he can get to 30 health. Yeah, of course, second Southern Plan. There's the Dragon Slayer into the Whirlwind number 2. Let's get the We Can Do It to proc Ultra. Push. Blitzkrieg. Alright. Good game. That was a pretty solid list. And I'm honestly feeling pretty comfortable with Frontline. So, yeah. Hopefully this is a sign of good things to come. A +6 is a good start. Let's get to the next game. Alright, Japan. I think we mulligan like so. We've seen like no Jaguar, but surely that's gonna be Jaguar. Now. Redemptio. Pass on one after some consideration. It's interesting. Gotta start with the Geberg Spine here. Like PIR on 2 is a very solid play if he does remove this, and there shouldn't be particularly easy ways for him to remove this. He is gonna pass. Horrible Wind push seems like a solid use of the credits. Greyhound push, like Greyhound attack face. Could set up a Sherman. I really want to get the PIR on board just to start getting the attack buffs in. I do have to consider the new Polish card, the Summon All the Legions 2 credit card. Because I know Japan-Poland Legions is a very popular deck concept. I think I'm just gonna push like this. If it's, I know I just talked about Legions, so if it's Legions, this kind of sucks. Especially if he hasn't like 2-cost intel to proc them afterwards. However, I'm also wondering if it might be decisive. Okay. Yeah, let's just draw with Sherman. That doesn't really tell us anything about what he's playing. Could just, you know, get him for 10 or 8. It's very tempting. Again, it might still just be that decisive though. So we're gonna take a slow. We're gonna play where we can do it. Get these units healths up. Like I know Japan Italy without Mare Nostrum seems like a weird concept. But it's just the fact that this guy like confidently passed on 3 and then it played Aichi into the pin and passed on 3 again, like on the following turn. I want to get the attack off with the Sherman. Okay. We don't have Blitzkrieg in hand, and we're definitely going to be playing around island defense in this matchup. We do not need him healing 10. So I'm going to try to keep him off 10 health. Alright. Again with the float 3. Okay, so that's 3 credits to take out Key. And then I can push a 5th Rangers. Gets pretty hard blown out by Bonsai. I would love to live in a world where I don't have to play around Bonsai. This guy's running Bonsai for the frontline tag. Good on him. I'm getting if he plays Bonsai, I'm gonna curse him out. Okay, so it looks like we actually have successfully been playing around decisive defense this whole time. I really don't want a Sherman here. So that's going to leave this at 2 and this at 3. Surely we just take it out. It is interesting he played it to not guard his bombers. I mean, I think I'm probably fine with really? Okay. So just gonna hold decisive again. Pact of Steel. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna get to the last man, aren't I? I'm gonna do this just so if it is to the last man. I really need a blitzkrieg. Okay, overdraw another 7th Alpini, that's good. This guy's hand is, like, huge. These cards are massive here, right? Sneak attack. Pulls 1 Sherman, 2 Sherman from deck. Okay, let's just get some damage in. It's not decisive up. And surely we draw one of our 2 blitzkriegs soon. Is this to the last man? To the last man off the top. Okay. I think I'm gonna hold on to this. So he's not in island defense range. He is dead from hand range, though. Or almost certainly he's gonna remove some of this. High end. Is he gonna do high end pass? High end pass. What a Chad. Okay. Like, we have 2 blitzkriegs in the deck, right? So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blitzkrieg on 3 units, trade this. Not actually quite lethal with a blitzkrieg draw. If we have any units that stick in the front line, then it is. It's lethal with blitzkrieg draw here, I believe. Just send this back to hand. Trade out this. Okay, two blitzkriegs, bottom 9. Decima. Dragon Slayer. Okay, blitzkrieg's lethal here. All right, 1. Then we do this, this, and finally kill this guy. Okay, close game. Let's check the points. Let's see what we get. 2887 plus 5. Okay, well, we're gaining points. And let's get to the next game. Alright, we got Asmtasm. Almost certainly on frontline. He's top 38, so he's going to be playing a good deck. Do we keep Pathfinders? Somewhat difficult to keep alive. However, we are going first. It's more important to just find a 1-drop, though, maybe. I think I'll keep it. We have a lot of 1-drops. Okay. Well. Not great. trade at all? Well, mulliganing Pathfinders wouldn't have even helped, because we would have gotten a we can do it. Okay, well, the Pathfinders keep worked out. We just have an absolutely atrocious starting hand. Now the question is, can he deal with this? The answer is yes. Really? Okay, well, this is basically as bad as a hand can get. I mean, honestly, if he just Sherman's here, it's kind of fine. Oh, and he dive bombing trades. Okay, we'll just take out both of these, and maybe he doesn't have Sherman or 5th Rangers, because 5th Rangers just go face here would also put us under a ton of pressure. Warble wouldn't go face. Well, I'm just dead to Blitzkrieg, right? So, I could do Burke's Pioneer, we can do it. That doesn't put, like, anything on the board, though. I could do Burke's Pioneer Sherman. Dive bombing. I think that's probably my best option. I mean, like, this is almost certainly a loss, right? So, yeah, is it just... I'm dead to Blitzkrieg. Yep. Alright, turn 6, loss in the mirror going first. I bet you haven't seen something like that before in a frontline mirror. I see new things here all the time. Well. Oh, I really should throw in the towel. I really should. I feel like frontline's working though. We're gonna do more. We're gonna do more. Next loss we definitely stop. If we drop below 2870, this journey's over. I mean, it's the fact that the losses are not that bad today. The wins have been absolutely atrocious. Like, the amount of +3s we've gotten is way too high. But the losses have not been that bad. The losses are to relatively high-ranked players. And also, the losses are not too because those relatively high-ranked players are playing particularly better decks, or playing particularly better at the game. It's largely been a matter of getting shafted by good draws. Okay. Interesting. So, US-Japan with Recon. This can trade, but he can't take the front line. Could just do 99th face. Like, I can't really imagine much of a punish here. Like, unless he runs Tora and Engineer Battalion, like 10th Engineers. What is going on? Yeah, I think we just put the pressure on. I mean, it's not going to be easy for him to deal with this. Like, he's going to have to go for this trade here. Then I Sherman hit face v3. He goes for the greed. This guy's insane. I think we just push. No, we have to go for the Sherman, right? Yeah, I'm probably trolling if I try to go for anything other than Sherman. He's probably running island defense, so Like, the only way that this guy hasn't, like, dropped out of Field Marshal is if he's running island defense, surely. So, let's take this out with the dive bombing. Okay. There's a decent number of ways you can get this to the front line. So you're going to greed on the PIR, probably. I feel like, honestly, there's a pretty decent argument for trading PIR, because maybe you get ambushed to the front line next turn. Alright, well, there's definitely a world where I can still lose this, because, well, Milk Truck's some healing. Is he going to greed again? Okay. Well, probably should have greeted less on the trades, my guy. We're just gonna collect those 3 points and move on. Actually, 4 points. The guy surprised me. Got a solid +4 for that. Alright, well, see you in the next game. And like a 20-second queue into a rank 3. Alright, this is my standard ranked final day of season experience. Probably don't keep combat engineers here. Decide which careless talk to hold up. Oh my god, dude. Really? I could just do... I'm kind of leaning towards Red Devils to the front line here. Forces the most credits out of him. Like, I could do Geberg's Pioneer, but he might want 35T. In which case, I'd probably just lose the game. And then we go for the greed. Because greed is good. Although I could go for this greed with the Red Devils Geberg's Pioneer. Because this one sort of baits out an attack. Now again, does get punished by 35T, but he no longer has an infantry on the board, which is a bit of a difference. Also, like, the best cards in Pincer cost 3 to play, so as long as he doesn't have Caddy or Heinkel, that's not great. I think we just have to toss 5th Rangers into it. This opens up the possibility of Shermaning next turn, or Whirlwind kill Heinkel, take frontline with Red Devils next turn. Okay. You shouldn't be able to take the front line. So we do get the clear on that. Get rid of that pincer effect, get rid of the high value target on board. I think I need to get Skytrain down next turn. I think we're in a losing position, except at least at the minimum he's forced to play around strategic bombing. I mean, if I had stars, I probably would have played stars last turn. But you do have to be cognizant of strategic bombing, so we can't just, like, flood the support line here. So we have that going for us. But also he's a rank 3, so like I'm saying he can't flood the support line. He's gonna flood the support line anyways and then win. But okay. I'm like tempted to play this as an 8-8 just for value. I suppose we haven't actually seen Soviet yet. Trying to think if there's any. Maybe I should have just played this over here to. Well, there's some reason with the Skytrain to have it here. Skytrain can no longer give 30-second. I just realized that, so Skytrain actually got a little bit better. Nakshub top decks is pretty good. Saves him a credit. Gets the autocannon. Why does everybody have autocannon? I think I need to take this out. I don't want to give him a free trade. So we're going to float. Yeah. Dive bombing would be good here. It's not a dive bombing. It's like a slim possibility he can't kill this. That's just gonna give him Nakshub fodder. Or he's gonna have Comet. Yeah, we can't win this game anymore. Okay, well, this is my last game of season. This is over. There's the Ostrakhan. Yeah, we finally played against Pinsir. Way after I switched off of my anti-Pinsir deck. And we're going to lose to a rank 3. I mean, the minus 13, it's minus 13, which is actually really good for us, because I'm dropping to 2870, or 62, which means I'm absolutely not playing anymore. I'm giving up for the season. We're not getting rank 1. Not enough time left to be playing risky decks. And yeah, minus 13 means that we're not dropping too far. We probably don't have to worry about dropping out of top 6, like people passing us for top 6. Okay. Push everything up, then draw last. Like, surely this guy can't find a way to throw this game, right? Surely not. What would be required? Like we can do it into. Okay, he's gonna trade. Fair enough. I think we're out of 5th rangers now. So yeah, Astrakhan, Schutzen, and Comet. Well, technically not dead. Maybe he'll give me the pity surrender. Well, here, you can kill me with the Schutzen. Oh, he's not even going to kill me with the Schutzen. Okay. Guy doesn't want to be interesting. And just to confirm, we're at 2862. Yep, 2862. And we are closing the game. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's kind of sad we couldn't get rank 1 this season. I mean, yeah, well, I suppose we'll see what Tang Tang is playing when he submits decks for OCC. But yeah, this is the risk that you take. My strategy was hit rank 1 before rotation, so that way I don't have to play with all of the post-rotation mess. However, the downside is obviously I don't get that experience in what people are playing, what decks are good, sort of refined any lists. So if something like Tang Tang's crazy push to rank 1 happens, then it means that I'm in a much worse position. But also, I think if you've watched the games up until this point in this part and the last part, I think it's also fair to say that, yeah, I don't think I was hitting rank 1 with any deck. Like, can we just go back to the point where I was 1 point below? Like, I started at 29-11. I just needed to win a single game, and I lost on, like, turn 5 to Combined Arms or something. While playing, like, an anti-aggro deck that hit no sudden strikes. No careless talks. Yeah. Well, it begins with autocannon, it ends with autocannon. So, again, thank you very much for watching. That game actually just dropped us below 80% win rate. This is just a disappointment of a season all around, but hey, the expansion's out. So, yeah. Some positives, some negatives. I will see you in the next video.